definitely need a source of scalability, a pretty heavy source of scalability. Naga Siren isn't bad in that regard, but I don't think she can outmatch a Monkey King Lone Druid. There it is. OD can definitely give them quite a bit of that scalability, not to mention the fact that, you know, they apparently just love OD. That's what Team like to do. But more importantly is that you have an additional kind of burst of damage to go in after all that setup. You could also just bubble people who got hit with the False Promise. They just kind of go away for a little bit, and the False Promise ticks down. I don't hate it from the team side, but I think their draft requires a lot of precision and a lot of really clean team-based play. We saw a little bit of it in the last game that we saw, but I don't think we saw enough of it for me to say, yeah, we know that these guys can do it. Let's do this whole team fight thing. Now, they're going to need to get their act together as far as their coordination is concerned. I doubt that's going to happen over the course of one game. So I'm a little bit concerned for Team. You know, mostly because of that fact. I'm going to say that ZZ's draft is just a little bit easier to do. Like, there's nothing hard about these heroes. Oracle maybe requires a little bit of finesse sometimes, but everyone else is pretty direct. You just pretty much just run at you and hope your spells land on the right guys. Team are really going to have to be the ones out-executing right now. So we'll see if they can make that happen. Again, I'm not really loving where Brax's kind of position in this game is. Riptide decreased early farming LMAO. That's a smart one, man. It's a good point there. It's a good point. Really depends on where he can go. I don't know where Sammy Boy can go in this game. It's gonna be tough, man. It is gonna be tough. It looks like he's going towards bottom lane. And up against Centaur, that's probably like his least bad lane, but it's still like it's still not good. The Monkey King's gonna be going up here, and this is it's not like super fun for the Monkey King. I'm assuming one of these supports are gonna go up there as well, in which case it's gonna get a lot better. Ideally, it's gonna be Bloody 9. Try to get that answer to the Darkseer. I think the one time I saw Naga Siren, I'm pretty sure she was a core, but I am not entirely sure. I was only kind of paying attention.
30 seconds to battle.
Everyone's loading out into not lanes, you would expect. OD. It's gonna be Sammy Boy mid? Okay. Yeah, I mean, he and Roya, Roya has been known to switch roles pretty much, like, since the beginning of time, so, I mean, they have that luxury. Naga Siren is going up against the least bad lane that she has, up against the Lone Druid. I'm pretty sure it's still not going to be an advantageous lane for her. What you doing, Monkey King? Okay, just scouting. Just looking around, looking for couriers that are getting stupid, and there are none. This is a lane where this 7 armor of the Naga Siren really comes into play. Like, yeah, she will have to battle up against this kind of double hit of the bear and the hero, and that's kind of difficult to deal with, even though you may have a Quelling Blade. Whoa, Gunner, I'm not really sure if you want to get into this fight. This guy is a little bit more beefy than you are. You are just a lowly wizard man. But as of right now, like, the fact that she has Stout Shield, 7 armor, and the fact that these 2 units at this point in time don't really do all that much damage, yeah, this is the best lane that the Naga Siren could have hoped for, more than likely. Brax is doing annoying stuff on the top lane, and I don't expect him to stop anytime soon. Bloody 9 can purge that off occasionally. But as far as actually shutting down Brax from doing this, it's going to be really difficult with IX Mike right around the corner as well. There is a mess of creeps here. What is this? Gunner, you better not die while I'm looking at this mess, because Brax taking a lot of creep damage, but Bloody Knight's taking a lot of damage as well. Anyway, Gunner is fine. Bloody 9 maybe less fine. He has a Fairy Fire. He's gonna consume it. Drop that Purge onto Brax, and now with the Jingle Bomb coming in from Lorelei, they clean up Brax, who just went a little bit too far. You know, that first wave, going into that first wave, that's okay. Going into that second wave, that's a little bit excessive. Like, you may be super tanky, you may have Stout Shield, 6 armor, but as you let more and more spells come up, as you enable the Monkey King to leave, we're going to call leaving the lane and actually go to you and do something about you, that was pushing it just a little bit. And again, this is a lane where Disruptor doesn't really do all that much. In order to help Brax, like, he can poke and prod, and Disruptor's a pretty good hero at doing just that. But he's not going to be giving you any, like, huge sustain. Like, if this was a Dazzle or something like that, support Dazzle with Shadow Wave at level 1, or an Omni Knight, or any healer ever, you could maybe be looking at a much different scenario. But, you know, it's just not Disruptor. It's not what he does. Look at this. These right clicks against Sammy Boy aren't doing jack. Not doing anything at all. And of course, I mentioned that the Naga Siren going towards mid, much better for her. It's much better for, maybe it's not much better for the OD, but it is just as good. It is definitely not worse for the OD. Yeah, going up against that Centaur is a lane where Centaur will never land anything on the OD. So expect Roya to be at close to full HP for the majority of this lane, unless a Telekinesis comes in. If you see Centaur getting close, I'm pretty sure if you see him cast Stomp, you can get out the Imprison before you get stunned, if you're fast enough, obviously. And then you just can't do anything as Centaur. I'm pretty sure that's the case, just cast time-wise. So this OD is going to be super, super happy, especially if the Centaur is caught in the middle of nowhere. They're just going to imprison him, and that's about it, however. Yeah, he's got no orb. He's only level 3 OD, of course he doesn't have any orb. IX Mike, here comes the beat stick. He puts up the field and he'll be fine. Surged out by Brax. Gotta be really, really careful though. This Disruptor, again, doesn't really have that much influence on how this lane is gonna operate. Sammy Boy, just picking a fight with Annihilate. Wow. Look at all those Riptide procs. Helps him out quite a bit in this lane. I think it's still the fact that Annihilate just doesn't have any relevant damage versus Sammy Boy. That's really letting Sammy Boy have a free roll in this lane. You can't do anything versus him. Even when you get entangled, you can't do anything against this Naga Siren, regardless of whether or not she has the mirror images up. Like, even if you entangle her, she just doesn't take any damage. I don't know how much damage Entangle does exactly. It's like, I don't think it's a lot. I think it's like 100 damage, something like that. It's not that impressive. And, ooh, looky. You're taking a lot of damage here, although the lift up from Gunner is going to give him a little bit of extra safety here. Nusham punches a couple times, but Centaur is going to be okay. Damn, Nusham is just messing with this lane so hard right now. And Roya with another Imprison. I don't think he can really do anything off of this, but he's just messing with this bottom lane so much, and oh my god, the damage. OD is having the freest of free rolls in this bottom lane. And that's no good. In fact, all the Radiant heroes at this point having a pretty good time, except for IX Mike. He is having a slightly less good time than everyone else. Field goes up, but it's going to be Lorelei in the field with him. Not a good place to be. And Brax is still getting that CS despite that purge off of his shell. All the Radiant heroes mostly doing their job as best they can and not having to worry about all that much. Can they get this kill in the darks here? They don't have that much in the way of control any longer. Do they have a Boundless Strike? They do. Not enough damage though. What level is Blood 9? He's level 3, took 111. It's a little bit interesting that he decided to go for Fate's Edict at all. Like, there's not much that he can really protect against. I'm not sure about that one. A level 2 Purifying Flames maybe could have made the difference there. Damn. Damn, that's some damage. Is it going to be enough damage to get these kills? On Centaur? Yeah, he's dead. especially with Roya kind of camping the bubble. And almost kills Gunner. The Spirit, did it hit him yet? I don't actually know if there's a way to tell if it hit him. Oh, okay, no, it did not hit him. It did not hit him yet, and now he's dead as well. Well, that's what happens when you stick in lane too long against OD with this terrible matchup. Damn. That is an absolute thrashing. Speaking of absolute thrashing, here comes the tree dance right on top of IX Mike, hoping for that Wild Wing deny. Not going to happen. Makes it an even trade with 9 as Brax is going to come in, help Nusham out, but this is only an Elder Titan. He loses the additional damage, though he still has a DD rune. Not quite fast enough to catch up to any of these heroes. Brax getting into a lot of fights on this top lane, despite just being a Darkseer. A lot of these run and gun fights. Darkseer can't really compete with the likes of the Monkey King in that regard. I mean, Iron Shell is great, but have you seen Jingu Mastery? Shit's ridiculous. Sammy Boy, 4 Wraith Bands. Yeah, that's happening again. Gunner is gonna get slam jammed by Nusham. One more attack, got him. But here comes the Monkey King onto the Disruptor, making it even trade. No, not quite an even trade. Nusham is gonna get tree danced upon. No, well, looking maybe eventually. I don't know if that actually helped Lorelei at all with this mobility, but he's still gonna close the distance. Stomp coming from Nusham. Oh, it lands, but she's not in time. Bloody 9 with the damage. Just enough. ZZ get their Monkey King into a little bit of a battle scenario and really get paid off. This Naga Siren going into the jungle and just trying to farm it up. No one is mid. Okay, now someone is mid. Looks like it was just a short stint into the jungle, and they're going to make a complete swap up now. Roya lands the banishment onto the Centaur. Stomp follow-up, easy to land. And then immediately woken up, Stomp will miss, and now Lucky Lucky's gonna take a lot of extra damage. One more orb, not quite enough, but here comes the reinforcements. Telekinesis onto Roya. He's gonna go down with the Entangle as Nusham tries to chase after Gunner. Doesn't have any more tools. He has a Spirit. Turn around for the Spirit. Turn around for this Spirit. No? Okay, a little bit late there. He's gonna Stomp instead. That's not really gonna do him many favors, though. He's just gonna get cornered by Annihilate, and he's gonna go down. And it will be the Rubik to survive. They reinforce in a very timely fashion. That OD is a much needed kill, and the fact that Annihilate was involved in that, absolutely killer for this lone druid as well. And he's doing pretty decently on the net worth, but he really needs to be a step above this OD. Alright, Sammy Boy, let's see how his farm is going. Oh, so close to 2 extra. Keep an eye on that net worth of the Naga Siren. Again, the fact that she can go for power treads is kind of sweet nowadays. Instead of having that arcane boot necessity of the for Riptide. Brax in the wrong neighborhood, as per usual. Dying a couple times as the Darkseer against the Monkey King, though, that's very difficult to avoid, especially when there's a purge in that lane. That is damn hard to avoid. Oh, Sammy Boy, that is not a good spot for you to be in. They have a Telekinesis, they have a Double Edge. Song tried for it once, Song trying again, gets it off. Stampede slows him down just a touch. But now that the Purifying Flames can purify more than Flame, I think Sammy Boy, yeah, he's fine. He's going to grab a Bounty Rune on his way out, and we'll just scoot on out of there. Long cooldown still on that Song, but well worth it for survival and the Bounty Rune. You can see ZZ, 4 kills in the lead. Just the Centaurs, lack of farm, really helping them in that net worth disparity. Really not helping them in that net worth disparity. Sammy Boy, you're baited by the Oracle, perhaps. Gunner is here. Fade bolts a whole swarm of illusions, but damage-wise, I'm not really sure what the plan is here. Since ZZ really don't have any damage outside of this Monkey King. A Lone Druid does a decent amount. But it's not really going to be huge unless they get Sammy Boy by himself like that. Very reliant on landing that, oh man, Rubik, way too close to that Illusion Swarm. How much does damage does Entangling Claws do? 60 per second, right? Yeah, okay, 180 is much higher than I thought it was. But as of right now, Annihilate still needs to get at least that Maelstrom before he's going to be like a real sizable threat. He's going to find Nusham in the middle of the forest here, Entangling, hoping for it. praying for it. Can't get it any longer. And whoa, Roya, with the help of IX Mike, just slays the Monkey King on bottom lane. Yeah, I'm not really sure why the Monkey King was picking a fight there in the first place. Maybe he got jumped upon with the Glimpse. Glimpse level 3, that's likely. Not a good place to be. Really isn't. Kaya Yasha en route now for the OD. But it's Sammy Boy's farm that's starting to pick up really, really heavily. As long as he has those illusions out, of course. I wonder what it is with Ice Frog in that 17%er. Spirit Breaker 2. Oh, but now this OD got it. Oh, he got it with the root. Purifying Flames to put him in the bin, and then chasing after Nusham. Maybe a little bit. Not quite enough. He's free and clear. Roya, having gone for this build, is decently tanky, but against that many heroes, I don't care how tanky you are. Whoa, what is the Centaur doing over here? He has a stomp in 1 second. Maybe that's going to get him away. Surge? Surge onto the cart. Look at it go! Oh my god, got Mario dashing after this Centaur Warren right now with that star. I don't think these shots are going to do that much. Surge again with the Ion Shell. No, saved by Bloody Nine and now purged off. But here comes the Naga Siren, although False Promise is there. They're just going to wait it out. A little bit of heals. Oh, you don't want to be there. Don't stand there. Oh, the huge Earth Splitter. Pops the Centaur. Pops the Oracle. Everyone and their mom coming in for this party from Team. And just like that, the top lane push is going to continue. Brax with that Soul Ring, never-ending Ion Shells, and not really sure if you really want to be in this area. Anybody, let alone Gunner, the soft Rubik net coming through. And the Glimpse as well, stretching out that net right on top of Gunner's face. He's down, and yeah, Lorelai's going to get the hell out of there as well. So yeah, when you, turns out, when it's going to be like a 5v2, pretty good for the 5. Pretty good. And this is going to mean that Brax is able to make his home here pretty much forever now. Like, yes, he does have to worry about Monkey King jumping on him, but he is able to get all these kind of bulky items up. I would expect Crimson Guard, just general physical durability, to be coming up next for the Darkseer. In this game, I wonder if Guardian Greaves is at all a consideration. Purge's root, that's okay. Oh, the tree jump away, canceled by the Glimpse, and Sandboy's just in there, just going after Gunner. Couple more right clicks. Oh, Stampede can't quite get him. And now they're in a pincer right now. IX Mike in a lot of trouble. Drops Static Storm. Pretty good one. Buys himself a couple seconds, but it's not really going to do much. There is no Song of the Siren. They just used it. Although Roya is coming in, should be time for Team to disengage. Although with Invisible Rune ET, that is a good reason to stay. Because something is doing damage to you, Gunner. I'm not sure what it is. What's doing that damage? He can't tell. And here comes the surging siege creep. Brax gets the kill. That is so obnoxious. Nothing you can do about that. Tips go to everyone. Somebody killed me, and I want to figure out who. Oh yeah, you're not getting that rune, Bear. Oh, maybe actually. Rune secured by Team. All 4. Sammy Boy entangling claws? Entangling. It's not gonna go down here. No way. Oh, Bloody Nine. Whoa, a little bit too close to that hill though. Here come the illusions. He purges off the ensnare immediately. The illusion's gonna go right on top of the Spirit Bear. Lots of that Riptide damage. Here comes the Earth Splitter. Connects onto 1. Not really all that impressive, but they have Annihilate by himself. He's gonna try to rush down IX Mike. He fails to do so, and now he's gonna go down. The chase is gonna continue. The song is out. And they have a stomp to land onto 2 heroes. One's gonna get destroyed by Roya, the other by the rest of the team. An easy 3-0 from Team. And now converging onto most likely this mid lane tier 2. Ooh, at the same time though, Sammy Boy looking for a little bit of Centaur action. I'm pretty sure Centaur knows what's going on here, so that probably isn't going to be doing much. There's just not enough damage from ZZ. They just don't have it. They need the Monkey King there. For sure, Monkey King can lay a whooping onto many of these heroes. But Oracle support, Rubik support, These heroes are just kind of traditionally low damage as far as sustained engagements are concerned. Blink Dagger, though, is up on the Centaur. Finds an OD. He used Imprison on the creep wave, and now he's in a little bit of trouble. Glimp's going to give him some space, but another double edge just splats the OD. And now Looky Looky's going to run into way too many heroes, although these aren't really dangerous heroes. There is no Glimpse. He just used it. The Ion Shell. The Ion Shell damage. It's too much. And the Glimpse back. And the Vacuum back. And another Ion Shell. Oh, man. I've never seen Ion Shell be so obnoxious before. Actually, maybe I have on, like, Ricky or something like that. Something super cheesy. This Naga Siren's farm is getting pretty darn out of control.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
OD's doing a reasonable job himself. What is going on over here? Oracle does not seem like a great place, although he does have some backup here in Annihilate. Bloody Nine will be healing up with that False Promise, and he should be good to go. Is that a full heal? Not a full heal, not quite. But it's also False Promise down, just to save himself. That, of course, means everyone else is going to start pumping up the aggression, namely onto Gunner, although the Centaur's there to get him a little bit of space. Brack's going to once again surge the cart forward. You can barely see the Ion Shell there. And the song, Sammy Boy is fast, but Lone Druid's pretty darn quick himself. Tried for it, and the tips are out. I almost feel bad. Wow. Okay. That's intense, man. That's intense. Annihilate, though, is still in the area. Don't go up there. Oh, no. Oh, this could be really dangerous. Though this time he has a lot of backup. Sammy Boy is able to dish out a lot of damage, but versus the Monkey King, not sure if that's going to quite be good enough. The illusions are just destroying MK, but he has backup here in the Oracle. They've caught Sammy Boy with the telekinesis. They will put him down. However, off to the side, it's Roya taking a lot of damage himself. Annihilate finally will go down. Off to the side, Monkey King will jump in onto Roya, put him in a body bag as well. It's Brax and the support of IX Mike looking to clean up. Grabs a double kill for the Darkseer, but versus the Monkey King, they definitely don't have enough damage to kill him off. So I think they probably have to call it quits for right now. Monkey King actually just teleported out. Overall, a pretty decent fight for ZZ. 1100 gained over what Team got. Just the isolation of the Naga Siren, the fact that she just used her song in a irrelevant manner over in mid. It wasn't a bad song, it just didn't do anything. I thought it was a good song, good attempt. Sometimes you gotta try for that. Gotta make sure that OD and Naga Siren are kept alive. Their Wombo combo is pretty intense, but as far as cleaning up afterwards, not many heroes that'll be doing that. Oh, not a good place to be, Nusham. That kind of just sucks, man. That feels pretty bad. The Ion Shell, though, on the Siege Creep, disabling the blink of the Centaur, so IX Mike's gonna be okay. Maybe it's time to just wait for that extra item. Get this Ultimate Orb up on Naga Siren, complete that Manta style. Get OD. Oh, he already has most of his items right now. Get OD a little bit of gold towards something. Sammy Boy sings out. Should be fine. Thinking about sticking around? No. Okay. You better get out of there, man.
I was meant to have this.
While that's happening, though, the weakness of ZZ and the fact that they had very little damage, that's starting to be alleviated. Monkey King's on top of the net worth chart. Be able to get these very quick assassination picks. And the Lone Druid, maybe not where he wants to be net worth-wise. Still, with 4 Wraith Bands and a Maelstrom, he's able to put out some pretty serious damage himself. So, the damage problem of ZZ is starting to become much less of an issue for them as they pick up these items, as Team fail to, take these fights in a meaningful manner. And oh no, Naga Siren in a terrible spot. Sammy Boy, though, still alive somehow. No, the stick comes in with the Purifying Flame, puts him down. Now Lorelei in the thick of things with the Wukong's command. They've caught Nusham in a corner, yank him back, and he is going to get obliterated by the Monkey King. That's 2 easy kills for ZZ and should be a tower as well. Naga Siren in the front. Something is fundamentally wrong with your team fight if that is what's happening. Roya is shoving this bottom lane as best he can, But again, OD is not really a tower killer. This tower was already kind of beaten up, and there's a siege creep there, so he will eventually take it down. But the push is a little bit faster going the other way. Jump forward, stomp, and the boundless strike, and the double edge, and the fade bolt. No telekinesis required. Easy snipes on that disruptor, and Brax Nusham now trying to make something happen. Gunner's in a lot of trouble, actually. Does have a glimpse. Can he glimpse anyone back? Kind of obnoxiously. Oh, the net. Goes off into the Lone Druid, but does get purged off immediately. Fade Bolt bouncing through. Stomp lands onto Brax only. Do they really want to engage onto a Darkseer, however? Lucky Luke is getting obliterated by that ET. 485, are you kidding me? Holy crap, he has some damage. They pick off the Monkey King as well, and now the chase is on. Brax wants Bloody 9, and I think he's Bloody going to get him. Vacuum back. Stomp. You're not going anywhere, Oracle. You're dead as well. How the hell did he get that much damage? Holy crap. I guess he just hit everyone, right? I didn't realize he hit absolutely everyone there. Alright, so when you find a Divine Rapier on the floor for one fight that's free, it's pretty good. It turns out it's pretty good. And of course his natural order aura is maxed out, so I mean, it's not like these heroes are particularly well armored. Lone Druid is, I suppose. But their armor is really, really weak in the face of this Elder Titan with plus 400 damage. It's going to be an easy Aegis for Sammy Boy. And now, oh, I finally get to see a new item. It's kind of a boring one in the Ring of Trask. Actually, that's not true. I've seen a Crown. But Crown is like the super boring item. What is going on? Everyone and their mom's getting glimpsed back every which way. Gunner up against a lot of heroes, though. And he's going to get punched in the face. Obviously, the only reason to get this is just to get this. So, it's not really a huge peak item there. But Team strike back pretty darn hard after what seemed like an absolute mess of a couple of team fights. Only 6k in the lead, though. Yeah, Sammy Boy can start closing the map in just by doing this classic Naga Siren thing. Does seem like really lacks that kind of cancerness of the Radiance Naga Siren build that we used to see, just pushing everything, like literally everything. Doesn't seem to have that much damage output. I mean, his damage output's fine. His ability to split the map and kind of farm everything at the same time, that's a little bit lacking compared to the Radiance build. But it's also like much better than single target. It's just not its strength. It's not bad. He's doing his job. Pretty sure... Whoa, here comes the Surge. Going in really deep, and they've caught the Centaur in a net. And there he is. The Monkey King is still pushing this top lane. His creeps are going to be destroyed. I don't think he can comfortably kill off this tower by himself without creep support tanking the tower. So they're starting to shut this map off. Bloody 9 just spotted by a courier. Love it. Oh, it's a trap. Oh no, they're lined up. Oh no, there's the wall. Oh no, there's the air splitter. And it's gonna just destroy all of them. Oracle's dead in an instant. Good amount of damage coming out from mine. Oh, he's attacking an illusion. Why are you attacking an illusion? Stop. The Radiant aren't doing as much damage as I thought, actually, as it's going to be the rally from ZZ pushing them all back. What the hell? That should not have gone that way. They're still going to take some pretty severe losses, though. Centaur netted down, Ion Shelled, and dropped. But holy crap, that was such a weird team fight in that all the spells from TT landed perfectly. But then the BKBs came up, and ZZ just didn't die. I thought it was just going to be over like that. Apparently, I was wrong. Jingu Bong comes down onto Sammy Boy, but it's an Aegis Naga Siren. She's okay with it. Gonna take a little bit of damage here. Purifying Flames picks off the Aegis. Oh, they vacuum back Lorelei. Unfortunately, not with a stun from the tree drop, or whatever that effect is called. Oh, they do find Bloody 9, though. Disarmed, and I'm pretty sure Oracle is just dead. Deals Oracle man. Imprisoned, stolen by Gunner. That's, again, just okay as a steal. And they're messing with this OD. They're having some fun. They're having some games. But in the meantime, the buildings are kind of dying right now. BKB up from Roya. It's business time. He's going to drop in a Eclipse. Oh my god, triple kill, ultra kill immediately. And I annihilate with the BKB. He doesn't take that extra orb damage, so he's going to get back into the safety of his down. But oh my god, that is some serious Sandy's Eclipse. Looking for a little bit more. Onto Lorelei. They vacuum him back. And he's going to drop as well. Rampage for the OD. The laughs come out from everybody. Now the glimpse back. Double Rampage? No damage onto that Centaur, so he blinks right out. The GG is called. Wow. That was like the most anticlimactic like setup, even though it looked amazing. They line up perfectly. Everything's there and they just don't have enough damage to just like instantly get those kills. Whatever, man. Let Roya just go ham and he can just destroy people. Now, I do think it's somewhat of a problem here, this Oracle Rubik combo. I think Rubik is still okay as a pick. I think Oracle is very situational as a pick, and in this particular game, he didn't do enough. If you look at the heroes he's trying to protect, Centaur, whatever, you don't really need to protect him. Lone Druid, yeah, you need to protect him later when he's a threat. Monkey King, same exact thing. So early game, ZZ just don't have any game. Whereas for Team, I mean, the OD had a free roll. OD had the freest game of all time. Brax and Sammy Boy all just had nothing to worry about. I want to see more pressure from the ZZ side. I want to see them able to contest the lanes a little bit more in the early stages, because if you don't have that, maybe in for a very similarly looking game 2, as they're fighting to try to stay alive here in the NA qualifiers. Guys, fighting for that major spot. Still quite a ways away from it, but you know what? You don't want to lose here. Guys, I'm Mikelorus. I'll be right back for the second game.